Hello guys, Gaming UK here, and welcome to my Resurrecting Dynamo Dresden series. So, in this series, we're going to be resurrecting Dynamo Dresden. So, for those of you who don't know much about Dynamo Dresden, I'll just give a little recap. Basically, many years ago, Dynamo Dresden were considered a very good team. Before the Bundesliga came into action, Dynamo Dresden many years ago, they won 8 league titles, which was the equivalent to the Bundesliga. They also won 1 League Cup, and they also got to I believe, the semi-finals of the old UEFA Cup, which is now the Europa League. So obviously, for so many reasons, Dynamo Dresden they just fell down the leagues, and to this day they find themselves in the third tier of the German football league. So it's about time that Dynamo Dresden return to where they belong, and they belong in the Bundesliga. So there'll be a few challenges along the way. So for me, the aim is to equal some of their records and beat them. So, for instance, they won 8 league titles, so we have to win 8 Bundesliga titles. We have to also win a cup. I'm sure we'll win many more cups than one, but we also have to better what they've done in European football, which is win 1 European title. So, predominantly, we're going to be going for the Champions League, but any other European title will do. So guys, as you can see, I'm in September, so I've played my pre-season, and we'll go through pre-season. But first, I want to show you my tactic, guys. This is a tactic I've used since Football Manager Handheld 2014. 14, it worked absolutely fantastic, absolutely stormed 2014. 15, it smashed 15. Right into the end. 16, at the start of 16, it didn't work very well, but with various tweaking, I've been working on it for a long time now. With various tweaking, I seem to found the perfect blend. So let's have a look at it now. I don't know, you look at this tactic and go, how the hell does that work? Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I don't know how it works, but it works absolute wonders for me. So as you can see, there's no one on the left side. So let's go through. So we're playing a 4-1-2-1-2, and let's go through the player roles. So our left back and our right back will play as wing backs. And our 2 centre backs, we have one is just a normal centre back and one is a ball playing defender. Our DM is off to the right. He doesn't play in the centre, just plays off to the right. He is our deep line playmaker. But I mean, many people choose to use deep line playmaker or ball in midfield or box to box midfielder. It's totally up to you, and it's dependent on the specific player that you get. So our 2 central midfielders both are attacking playmakers. Our attack midfield right is a winger. I don't incorporate an inside forward because for me the inside forward role to me is a little bit broken on FMM2016. For me it doesn't work. It doesn't do what an inside forward's job should be doing. And our 2 strikers, we have a centre striker and a striker just a little bit off to the right, and they both play as poachers. So we've gone through the tactics, so let's go through our players that we bought. Now, bear in mind, we're Dresden, so we're in the third league, so we're not going to get really good players. So for me, I went for free agents, and we only managed to buy 1 player. Got him on free, and we bought Timo Hildebrand. So I think you guys will be quite familiar with this guy. He played a lot of his game at Stuttgart. Now, he's not a world beater, but for my team, I think he's a brilliant acquisition. So let's go on to pre-season. So obviously, guys, you're going to see all the fixtures, but let's go through it. But there's been some fantastic performances. So first game of the season, we played Hamburg St. Pauli, which are a league above us, and we managed to actually beat them 1-0. Absolutely dominated the game. It's an absolutely fantastic result. Second game, we went home to Wolfsburg that are in the Bundesliga, and we managed to ground out a 2-2 draw. It was absolutely fantastic. You know, it was a fairly even game, and I thought I was going to get dominated. But we done well. And then we went and we beat Ajax. We beat the mighty Ajax, European team. We beat them 1-0. What a fantastic result. So then our league campaign began. Our first game was against Fortuna Köln. We absolutely smashed them. We battered them 6-0. With Matthias Fetch getting a hat-trick. And we also had a disallowed goal. We had 2 players getting a hat-trick. As you can see, this is another like just 1-0 win in the league, German 3rd Division win. We get a few. We picked up a 1-0 draw with Munster. We picked up a 4-0 home win against Rostock. We met Bayern in the first round cup. I thought, oh, that's it, we're going to get absolutely battered. But we actually lost 1-0, and it was an extra time goal. So, a Lewandowski extra time goal. We had minimal chances, but to only lose 1-0 was an absolutely fantastic result. And then, as you can see from there, it's 4 wins on the bounce. So as you can see, the tactic is working really, really well for us. We're unbeaten. In the league, we're unbeaten. We've only lost 1 game, and that was against arguably one of the best teams in the world. So let's have a look at the league. So we're top of the league. We've played 8 games. We've won 7. We've drawn 1. We haven't lost a single game. We scored 19 goals in the process and only conceding 4 goals. So let's go and have a look at the team and see how the performances and how the players are doing. So our 2 strikers are doing pretty good. We've got one of our strikers played 6 games, scored 5 goals, and our other striker, Matthias Fetch, has played 9 games and scored 7 goals. So for each season, there's going to be probably 2 or 3 updates, guys. Because this is going to be like it's going to be a long one. It's going to be it's a minimum of 8 seasons. So I'm looking to stretch it out to see how far I can actually take Dresden. You know, it might be longer. I'm not guaranteed to win a league every time. So our next fixture is coming up. I mean, I don't know much about the 3rd Division German, but we've got some teams coming up. You know, we've got some wins coming up. So if we can just, although we've had a great start, if we can just push and keep pushing and keep pushing. Even if we don't win the league, if we can get promotion, and then we can go into League 2. So this episode, guys, was just a little teaser of like obviously the transfers I've got, the tactic I'm using, how well I've done in pre-season, and just a few games a few games to start. So, if you like what you see, guys, stay tuned for episode 2. Don't forget to smash that like button if you liked the video, guys, and subscribe to the channel, guys. And until next time, I shall see you later. Bye-bye.